how to make yourself look at least 20 years younger. That's the goal. Can you tell by the size what's in here? I wonder if you can. The royal oak. Welcome back, my beauties. I am turning 54 in a few days, and I have to tell you, I'm not sure how I feel about that. But I thought I'd do a little makeup tutorial with you guys because I haven't done one in so long. So I've received so many new makeup items that I'm really excited to share with you. Merit. Makeup by Mario. I'm really excited to try this. And what better way to do it? Oh, I've got like the perfect powder. I kind of think it's time we did a tutorial because I haven't done one in so long. And how to make yourself look at least 20 years younger. That's the goal. So I'm going to share some of my secrets and share exactly what products I'm using that I've been loving lately. As you guys know, I get gifted so many items, so I have the opportunity to test and test and test. And I'm going to share with you the things that I think work really well with mature skin. I started with my sunscreen that I will also link. Everything will be linked, so don't stress, relax, take a step back. I'm doing my eye cream. This is my Korean products that I love. And if you know, you know, I'm putting, of course, my under eye. I already have my skin prep. I put on some vitamin C. I've been loving this product. It's so inexpensive and I love putting vitamin C. So I've been using that every morning now for a while and it's been working for me. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open my new Mario brush. I will link exactly what brush this is in the description section. And I'm going to try my Surreal Skin. So this is the new natural finish foundation and it's basically very light. Woo, it almost is liquidy, like it's like watery. And I'm just gonna put it on the brush and then I'm gonna apply just evenly throughout my skin. And I can tell you right now that this has not too much coverage, which I enjoy because I want my skin to be seen, but it also is very sort of light, but does the trick. The brush is amazing, by the way. The brush is really nice. Okay, so I'm just gonna apply it evenly. And I also apply it, by the way, to my eyes. And no, it does not hurt at all. It doesn't sting, I should say. I always feel like if I don't put my lip liner when I'm filming that I look really frightening. So I just put on my Laura Mercier lip liner so that I don't look like a crazy person. So something that is very true about me that a lot of people don't know is that I am not photogenic. So this happens regularly. All right, I'm going in. I gotta tell you, I am in love with this product. I really do. So I'm gonna put it on the sides of my nose, here. I find that it's an easy application. It's not that pigmented so that it's easy. You know, if you're not a professional at this, it's an easy application. The formula is easy to use because some are really pigmented and it's difficult to know how to use them, but this isn't easy. So if you don't feel confident in contour, this is a good item. Anyway, what happens is when people see me in real life, they're like, oh my God, you are so much prettier in real life. And I don't know why that is. I am not photogenic. And everything looks better in real life than in photo. Usually people look better in photo than in real life. So in a way, they're like happy surprised. They're like, wow, you actually look like yourself. I don't know what that means. I guess in a way they're saying some people like do so many like filters and things so that when they actually get seen in real life, they look very ordinary. And I'm not saying I look extraordinary. I'm just saying, guys, I guess I wish I looked better on camera, maybe. Because what can I tell you? Apparently, I am much better live. So for that reason, please come and say hello to me. Anyway, this is amazing. This is a really good product. I absolutely recommend it. The brush was also really good. So, and it has a dual tip brush, which is really nice. You've got the little, you've got the big. And I'm gonna use the little just to go over the foundation that I put on. Great, now let's go for my new blush. Let's check them out. Okay, I'm opening this package. Ooh la la, it's got 3 beautiful colors in here. Let's open. Don't you love opening new makeup? It's so beautiful and fresh and clean. Wow, look at these 3 colors. Which one should I do? Okay, we've got 3 colors. I'm gonna show them all to you. Okay, this is Le Bonbon, that's one. You obviously can buy the 3 together. I think it's a really good investment. Here's 2. This one is Redux. And there's 3. So which one should I do, guys? I think I'm gonna go for 3. Postmodern. Okay, ready? So with the Merit, you just literally apply it to the apple of your cheeks and then you leave. No, I'm gonna use my Hourglass 15 because that's my favorite applicator, and you just tap, 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 and voila. Look how beautiful that is. It's got a beautiful sort of sheen to it as well. Tap, 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 and take it a little bit higher. Go into the hairline too. And I go a little bit all the way high here so that it sort of disappears. A little bit on the nose, because that's where you would get a little suntan. But what a nice glow this is, or color. This is a really good color. Okay, next. I've tried so many highlighters. I've received so many in PR, but I keep going back to the Grande Glow because it's the best one out there. No question about it. I've tried them all. And I just love the shimmer that it has. It has a very distinctive highlight component. I'm hoping you can see that. Do you see that? How good that is? Better than any other one. And it's not like some fancy brand, but honestly, I couldn't find a better one, at least for now. So for now, this is it. My next Merit item that I'm really excited about, ooh la la. Everything is clean with Merit, so I appreciate that because I don't want to die of cancer. At least I want to prevent it as much as possible. It's Catherine Power from Who What Wear. She's very talented. Okay, so let's look at this lipstick. Haven't seen or tried it yet. Ooh, it's almost a lavendery pink color, if you guys can see that. So before I put that on, I want to see their pencil. So this is supposed to be a new, holy moly. Look how easily that went on. It is so smooth and soft. This is the lip pencil. Okay, so it all works together. All right, so I'm gonna take off my old liner and do this. So we are gonna do this exact lip combo. Before I do my lip combo, I always put on this finishing powder, and it does not make you cakey. Guys, I'm 54, trust me, I do not want to make myself older, and this is a really good trick. So you take the Huda Beauty powder, and you apply it over your lips and mouth area and down here. Very, 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 very important. This is a key to success with your makeup. Why? Because otherwise, it won't stay. Your lip liner will run, you'll eat it up in 2 seconds with your saliva, and then you'll be out of a lip color for quite some time. So I put this in my T-zones up here, the edges of my nose, up here, definitely where my lips are, and down here. You leave the under eye and the cheeks alone. That's where you like to radiate some glow. And now I'm gonna put on my new lip combo from Merit. So here is the liner. Wow, 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 wow. This color, the liner. Okay, now we're gonna try the new color. Very, very wintry, fall, subtle. And then we're gonna finish it up with the gloss. Let's see what that's gonna do. Already I'm loving this for a matte look, but if you wanna give it a little je ne sais quoi, look at that. Absolutely fabulous. So now I took a thin brush and I took my Anastasia, I'll link. It's like a pomade. It's like a, I don't know, a thick, yeah, it's actually called pomade. It's like a thick brown thing. And then I did a little bit of a wing right here on the corner of my eye. Just a cute little wing. And I used the same exact thing for my brows. I just filled it in a little bit. Same brush, same pomade, I'm done. The color's really good for my coloring. This is the dark brown, and it just works. Something else that I have been absolutely loving, and I am the queen of bronzing powder. In fact, I got caught in school wearing bronzing powder in 9th grade and got in trouble. And the teacher confiscated both the powder and the brush. I was devastated because I had gotten it from France. It was the Guerlain, you guys remember this? And, but eventually he gave it back to me. So we were not allowed to apply powder in class, bronzing powder. I was never gonna go without bronzing powder. Okay, this is the Mario. This is really good. I'm using it specifically with this hourglass brush because the combo is delish. Tap, tap, and then in those same sort of area as your nose, cheek, and forehead, very important, on the top of the forehead, and here for definition, you put in a little bit. And see how, because I don't tan my face ever, my body is a little bit more tan than my face, so I kind of want to match them. And this is really subtle. It doesn't have too much color. So again, it's hard to make a mistake with this particular one. So all the items that I shared with you today are easy applications. Okay, and the next thing that I'm absolutely obsessed with, and I don't even know what it's called, but it's this red tube, I'll link it. It's a brow, it's by a company called Make. And this, in all transparency, I received as PR and I have been obsessed. So you basically open it up, it's a clear like gel of some sort. And then you just elevate you just brush up your eyebrows. I wanted to show you. Okay, so this really allows my brows to stay up. And I have tried, again, all sorts of items, and this is really, really good. Let's not forget our favorite beauty blender. It's literally by the brand Beauty Blender. It makes a big difference when you use the real stuff versus the faux ones. It's so soft, it's perfect. And I'm going to do what I always do at the very end. You don't want to do this until the very end. So let me show you. Forgot the eyeshadows. Just a little bit in a circular motion. Can you guys see? I'm just going in and I'm going to add a little more. I'm doing this and a little bit of this. And then I'm applying in circular motions just in the crease. And then I'm kind of taking it a little in the corner to create more of a wing look. And the key to this is to just blend it well. Like if you're not good at this, just keep blending, 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 blending. And as long as you keep blending, it'll look professional. It really does, right? Looks good. Okay, finally, at the very end, you want to do your concealer. So this is how I do it. I roll the tip of my beauty blender inside this little container. And then I just dab in the corners and a little bit on the sides. And then I clean up that wing. So it looks very profesh, like, oh wow, she has the perfect little wing on the sides. I dab, dab. I go a little lower as well to open up the eye. I don't know if you guys can look at the difference between this eye and the other eye. Like it's just a lot more open and I look more refreshed. So I'm gonna do the same thing here, corner, and again, clean up the wing. See how that cleaned it up nicely? Go a little lower, and this does not create creases in your under eye makeup. It just doesn't. It literally doesn't. It's so good. Last but not least, mascara. Okay, I am using the Shuimura. This is the best. Better than Tweezerman, guys. So good. Finished it off with the Gucci mascara because it's very thin. It's not too thick. And it creates what I want it to create. But I have several favorite mascaras. This is one that I use when I'm not wearing too much, you know, eye shadow, although it does look like I'm wearing a lot of makeup, but I'm not. It's all very sort of light and airy. Anyway, that is my makeup tutorial. Let's go. There's so much happening. I cannot believe what is going to be happening in September. So I've got two very big things that are going on in my career, and I'm really, really excited about them, and I can't wait to share them with you. We are on embargo right now, so I can't even talk about it, but it will be coming out very, very soon, and I feel very, very lucky to have the opportunity to be able to do what I'll be doing, and it's going to be for the holiday season, so that's going to be really fun. I'm going to be revealing another really big, beautiful kitchen bathroom design with a partner, and that's also on embargo. That's going to be, like, to me, life-changing. Like, I feel so honored to be doing this work with this brand, and it's an incredible brand, and I'll be on their homepage and on their website, and it's really a dream come true. So all of this is to say thank you. Thank you for being such loyal followers and for giving me the platform to bring you guys into my life, to teach you what works for me and inspire everybody. And let's not forget, guys, the finishing spray. I just saw that. I always get paranoid about my hair, so I put my arms like this, which is pretty lame, but this is what we gotta do. I don't wanna get any of it in my hair, and then I just spray this. Very, very, very good. I teeter-totter between these two in terms of finishing sprays, but this one is very special, brand new, came out, I love it. And this one I purchased myself. So anyhow, let's go. Quickly before I leave, the other thing that I've been meaning to discuss, and this is the perfect opportunity, is what happened with Hermes in Napoli. So Napoli closed its store last year. They wanted to do renovations. Napoli's store is across, basically, you take the ferry to go to Capri. So you can either go to Capri or you can go to Napoli. You can't do both. And to be honest with you, I was so disappointed with how I was sort of treated at the Hermes and Capri. Like, they just were mean. They were really mean. And I could see all sorts of people walking out with big boxes, and I knew they were getting their items. But, you know, maybe I can't compete in Capri because I literally saw this girl who was 14 walk out with, I mean, I saw her in the store. I'm sorry, she must have been 13, with being offered a crocodile pochette. I couldn't believe it. A crocodile pochette, and her parents were like, and I have to say that in my entire living life, I've never witnessed something like that. A girl who's 13 to get a bag that's tens of thousands of dollars, and the parents were clapping. Like, okay, sound off if you guys agree with me. I don't care how much money you have, but to give your child at 13 a crocodile bag that, I mean, I don't own a crocodile bag. I'm 54. Maybe one day, I don't know, but what do you have to look forward to? Like, what kind of aspiration could you possibly have if at 13 you're getting the crocodile bag? That's like the gold of the gold standard for those, you know, who like the game and so forth. I'm not saying you need a croc bag or you need an Hermes bag to feel valued in the world, not at all. But if there was a penchant or a desire to have a nice bag, that is probably the nicest bag, I would argue, on the planet, right? And it's probably and it is the most expensive bag on the planet, literally. So if you're getting that at 13, then what do you have to look forward to? Like, that is not how I raised my children, nor did I have the disposable income, of course, to be able to do that. But even if I did, I wouldn't do it. So back to what I was saying, I went to the Napoli store and I said, well, my wait list expired in Capri. They didn't care. They didn't even want to open a new one. And I realized that that store isn't for me, or at least the people that were in there, not nice. And she was really sweet, and she knew my friend Silvana as well from before. And so we opened a new wish list. And what did I put on that wish list? I put the Birkin 30 in the deeper colors. You usually want to pick the colors of the year that Hermès is releasing. You're more likely to get a bag if you pick those colors. And so I tried to do that. I don't remember what they were, but I did do that. And so I said I wanted a Birkin 30, and then I wanted a Kelly 25 or 28 in again, sort of a rich color. I have black, I have several colors, I have gold, but I wanted something unusual. So we'll see what happens. Do I have to go back to Napoli next year to get the bag? Probably, yeah, I will have to go back. I am going to Paris in just a few. I'm gonna try and get an appointment. We'll see. It's probably unlikely because I'm going exactly during Paris Fashion Week. And that's when every influencer is there. And I don't mean just influencer, I mean like fashion, well-known influencer. So they are most likely gonna get all the goodies, and there won't be anything left for laymen such as us. But maybe I'll give it a try. If I get a leather appointment, I'll go. If I don't, I don't. Okay, today's fit check. I am wearing, by the way, you're gonna see me wearing these jeans like every day. I am obsessed with them. They are so cute. So they're the crisscross applesauce, that's what I call them. But they're like a new version of it. I don't know. I'm wearing a size 25 so you guys can reference. I'm putting on this new fabric top that I'm going to have to tie, which is going to be very cute. Here is the shirt tied with the bow. I just love how you've got the mix of something that's kind of like fancy. You know, this top is really fancy and the pants are a little bit more on the casual end, but interesting. So it just makes for like cool. And let me show you this ring that I'm gonna put on that I love. Okay, so here's my double ring. Adorbs, I love. And I am going to be carrying my Cuyana bag. This is like solid brass, you guys. This is really beautifully made. I love this bag, such soft leather, like incredible. And then my Amano shoes. All of my accessories tie the whole thing together. So the ring, the bag, and the shoes all have the same sort of brass component, right? What do you think, Oski? You like mommy's outfit? They all have the same brass component, you know, which is that like fun piece of brass metal. Okay, wish me luck today. We have so much to do and we're just gonna have to do it, guys. We can't like stress ourselves out, which we have a lot to do. We just have to like think about it minute by minute, moment by moment, guys. Moment by moment. All right, try not to lose your balance like me and off I go, bye. Okay guys, welcome back. As promised, I am finally gonna share with you what's happening with my Hermès purchases. And as I told you guys in the beginning of this vlog, I was lucky enough to get two. Two in 1 month is really unusual, but I'll explain how and why. And I'm gonna show you what I bought in Europe. I had promised. I received, you know, I bought a lot of smaller items, but I bought one super special gigantor. I should say Devin bought me one big gigantor present. And the reason we got it is that I was on a waiting list for over a year in Capri. And so when it came up as an opportunity, I was like, should we, shouldn't we, should we? And Devin was like kicking me under the table and he's like, you have to. He's like the opposite of me where I'm like more conservative and he's like, he wants to buy me so many things. So I really appreciate that. And you know, it's more unusual. And typically I don't do vlogs like this, but and this is why we are in the fall and only now am I showing you. Okay, and the only reason I'm doing it is because so many of you asked. I don't typically like to do this kind of content because I don't want people to think that I don't know, to feel bad if they can't get something. And it's really not about that. It's really just me showing you guys some things that are very, very special, that in my old age, I feel like, okay, I've worked half a decade and perhaps it's okay to get a little bit spoiled. And by the way, today happens to be my birthday, literally today. So I'm really excited to actually share part of my birthday with you guys, or else it wouldn't be the same. First thing I wanted to show you is a gift that arrived for me for my birthday from a lovely brand that, you know, I don't know the owner, but now I know the owner, and she reached out and she said she wanted to gift me something. And I was so incredibly amazed because her things are insane. Like, I just couldn't believe the quality and the craftsmanship. And we will link her again in the description section, and we will link this exact item. But since we're doing a luxury haul right now at the moment, apparently, then I'm gonna have a luxury, I'm gonna show you this luxurious present. So here she is, and she is beautiful. I couldn't believe it. I showed this on my stories. I don't know if you guys watch my stories, but we're gonna link, again, my page here for you guys to look at. I mean, it's unbelievable. Are you guys ready for this? This is gorgeous. It's called the Emerald Web Ring, and you'll see why as soon as you see this. She is beyond beautiful. And let me try her on. I got a bigger size because I wanted to wear it like on my index finger, because I think that's just cool. So here she is. I stacked her right now with my Cartier Clash, but let me show you unstacked, and I think you guys are really gonna love this. So I'll link it in case you guys wanna check it out. But it's real emerald, real gold, 18 karat, real diamonds. It's the real deal. How amazing. And as you can see, it fits quite well, right? This works for me. I think I'm gonna wear it tonight. We're going out to dinner with the kids for my birthday, which I think is probably my best present ever. And my son came in at like 11 o'clock at night and gave me a big hug last night and said, "Happy birthday, mommy." And that was like, that was the best, the best, the best, the best. One of my sons, the other son was sleeping, so I don't blame him, but it's just like, there's nothing better than to know that you've done your job as a mom. And yes, and they are living at home, even though they're working and have graduated from college. But that's another topic for another day. Okay, so I'm gonna do the big gift from Capri, and then I'm gonna do the Hermes, and there we go. So what was the big gift that I purchased? Well, you guys know, some of you, that I love watches. I love collecting watches. I've loved watches. My family is really, my dad always, you know, for my 16th birthday, get me a really beautiful watch when I was young. And so we always cared about watches, I suppose. And anyway, I put my name on a waiting list right here in Capri for a watch. And there were 2 watches on my wish list, and one of them came through. So I'm going to share this with you because, to give you an idea, Audemars Piguet is a very, very high, it's a Swiss brand, and Swiss brands are by far the best watchmakers in the world. That's just like common knowledge. So if you want a really, really good watch, you're going to want a Swiss watch. So hence, Swatch watches are Swiss as well. So they're just known for making beautiful timepieces. And to give you an idea of the difference between Audemars, for example, and Rolex, a lot of people have heard of Rolex. I have Rolex watches. I do love that brand as well. But let me tell you the difference. So both Rolex and Audemars are high-end brands. But Rolex makes, to give you an idea, 1.2 million watches a year. And Audemars Piguet makes 50,000 watches a year. That is a gigantor difference, which is why it's very hard to get Audemars watches, because they only produce 50,000, and I guess there are a lot of rich people in this world who want these watches, and so it is very tough to get. And the fact is, honestly, that their manufacturing is so much more precise. These are done by generational craftsmen, people who are watchmakers. So generational watchmakers are making these watches. And he was saying, my essay, that it's getting more and more difficult to make these watches because people don't really want to become lifelong watchmakers like they used to be. So this new generation, the younger generation, is not into being a watchmaker. They want to do something else. But anyway, this is why Audemars Piguet is very, very special. All right, are you guys ready? Are you ready for this watch? Okay, I haven't worn her yet. And the box alone says it all. It's this beautiful wood box with these like brass, you know, details. And when you open this very heavy box, you will find the royal oak. And here she is. Can you guys see that? Okay, I will try her on for you. So she is a very famous watch. Let me tell you why I love this watch. So in the early 70s, Swiss watchmaking companies were in a crisis because of the fact that the Japanese created what was called the quartz revolution. And that's where you would see watches like Timex and so on that weren't done by movement. They were powered by batteries, these tiny little batteries, which was the quartz revolution. And so a lot of people thought, well, that's the end of luxury watches. And so Audemars decided that they wanted to come out with something very luxurious, but that was also kind of a sports watch and casual. And that's when stainless steel and rose gold became the thing. And luxury was now synonymous with something that wasn't necessarily all platinum or all gold. So of course the Audemars Piguet comes in stainless steel and rose gold. It comes in stainless steel. It comes in stainless steel and yellow gold, and it comes in all gold. And of course I would have preferred the all gold, but this is what was offered, and you get what you get, and you don't get upset. But I still think this is probably a better watch for me rather than the all rose gold, because it's a little bit less in your face and you don't want to get mugged. And so stainless steel, it's not a very flashy watch. So what's special about it is that it has grids. So it's got a grid dial. It's hard to see because I'm in weird lighting right now, but it's a gray grid dial. It's got a very sort of modern octagonal bezel, and the bezel is rose gold. And what makes it special is that the rose gold is a new introduction, newish. It used to be just yellow gold and stainless. So anyhow, Devin just walked in. Thank you for my watch, baby.
Finally.
He's like, when are you gonna wear it? When are you gonna wear it? I'm like, I don't know. I just don't want to ruin it. Are you guys like that, where you're like, I don't want to ruin it? So I haven't worn it. Oh, we gotta go. So he's saying, he kept saying like this, and I thought he was talking about the watch, but he's saying we gotta go. What time is it?
5.
Oh, I gotta go. All right, guys, I have to leave. It's my birthday and we have to go. So I've been rambling too long, but this is how special it is. Wonderful, wonderful, great, great. And now I'm gonna share quickly because I gotta go. I gotta go because we are actually gonna go see a house, and it's not gonna be on this vlog, but I will get permission. And if I can get permission, I will vlog this house. And then it'll be on a next vlog so that you guys will be able to see what this house looks like. You guys know we're always looking at houses, and only when the perfect house comes, that's a single story house, is when we will move, if ever. Okay, so here it is. 2 bags in 1 month. It is a record. And the reason is that my SA called me, probably because it was my birthday, and he's like, listen, I have a bag for you that was on your wish list. This one was on my wish list for 6 months, not that long, in LA. This is my SA in Los Angeles. And he's like, I've got this special bag for you. But before I show you the Hermes one, I'm gonna show you the one that I got just because from the Real. And the reason I got it is that it was below retail. And as you guys know, I love me a good deal. So when I saw this bag on the Real, and I sell a lot of stuff on the Real, so I had some credit there. So girl math says this was free, okay? This was absolutely free. Kidding, but it was less than retail, and the reason it's less than retail, guys, is because it's vintage. And vintage is actually younger than me. So it is a 2002, which is not that old. Well, some of you might argue it is very old, but it's a 2002. Are you guys ready? Can somebody guess? I want you guys to guess. And whoever gets it right, sound off. It is a 2002. And this is why the bag is orange, guys, because it's a 2002 Birkin Courchevel Rouge H. What do you guys think? Wow, she's a beauty. And why did I choose her? Because I actually prefer vintage to new. Good condition vintage, not ones that are terrible, but she is in really good condition. If you look at her, in fact, she still had her plastic around this area, but not here. I think the previous owner didn't realize that she had the plastic here. So this part is brand spanking new, and then this is slightly scratched, but it is in perfect condition. And just to give you guys an idea what this looks like, no, I can't. I will throw in a video of me holding this so that you guys can see what the 35 looks like. And she's coming with me. We're gonna take her to Paris, and it's with the gold hardware. Courchevel, by the way, has been discontinued. That's why you know that this is a real vintage. And by the way, I was weary and a little bit worried buying from the Real. I've purchased from them many times before, I'll be honest, when I can't get a bag from the store and I have to have one. And you know, I wait till one comes up. And I feel more comfortable buying vintage because they are not making vintage, you know, people are not making fake vintage bags. They are making new copies. And they also have an x-ray machine now and AI. So I'm very confident buying from the Real. There was a time I wasn't back in the day, but now with the technology that they have, they can identify the grain, like each grain has its own stamp, and they can verify whether these are real or not. This is 100% real because of the fact that it's the Courchevel leather, and it has that patina from 2001. And it's been x-rayed and all of those good things. So later, Courchevel was replaced with Epsom leather. And that's why if you get a new one, you can probably get them, you know, in a variety of leathers, but one of which is a common one is the Epsom leather. Okay, so what do I do about the other bag? Okay guys, Devin is honking and freaking me out. So not that this matters for you guys, but I need to go and check out this house and then go to dinner. And then I'll come back tomorrow, which will be for you in 1 second, and film the last bag. All right, I'll be back. Welcome back, guys. Went to see the house. Today's the next day. And the house tour and what we thought of it and everything else will be in a subsequent blog because I don't feel that it fits this blog. This blog is about beauty, which we just did. And now we're gonna talk about Hermes. Okay, so let's open the bag. Okay, here she is. She's very cute and I love her very much. And I'm gonna show you. So obviously I have opened this and seen her because I bought her in the boutique, and I was debating which colorway to go with, and I ended up with this colorway, which no doubt I know I didn't make a mistake. So let's talk about it. So here we are. Okay, not as easy as it looks, actually. Okay. All right, we got it, guys. So this is the box. Can you tell by the size what's in here? I wonder if you can. So one thing I will tell you and preface this is that it is not a Birkin, nor is it a Kelly. But I am gonna argue that this is probably, in my opinion, better. I'll tell you why. Because not that many people have it. And we don't like to be like everybody else. Like, okay, we get it. Every single person is dying for the Kelly or the Birkin, or not every single person, but the people who are interested in fashion and so forth. This, I'm gonna argue, is better. All right, no more teasing, and let's open this box. I haven't worn it yet, but I will be. So, as you can see, this is new, hence the bag is now no longer orange because it's not vintage. So, voila. Look at how cute she is. So, she is called 2424. And the reason she's called 2424 is that she is, so the main Hermès house is on 24, which is 24 Rue Faubourg Saint-Honoré. And this bag is called 2424. So it's an ode to the fashion house's flagship store in Paris on Faubourg Saint-Honoré. So the color is what really mesmerized me about this bag. And I will read you the specs on it. So that you guys know exactly what the story is. So this is a 24, 24, 21. So it's 21 centimeters. That's what the size refers to. And we will compare it to, in terms of sizing, with the 35. Obviously, the 35 is much bigger, more of a travel Birkin, I would argue. So this is the Birkin, and very different bags, as you can see. I would argue this is more like a Kelly than a Birkin, but I just wanted to show you the size difference. This is, you know, you could carry this around. I would not carry a 40 Birkin around. I think that's just too big. 40 is great for travel. 35 is good for travel, and big bags are in. So, you know, people are doing this kind of thing. And the size of this bag I like. There's a smaller size as well, but the smaller size I think is too small. I like it a little bit bigger because I have a lot of equipment on me when I'm working, like filming equipment. I've got makeup, I've got phones, all that kind of stuff. And I really need for the day something that's slightly bigger than the teeny weenies. I would say though, the pochette is probably my favorite mini size of theirs because it fits some of my equipment, it fits my phone, it fits lipstick and all that. So this is called the 24-24, and the color is, so it says there's a strap. Yes, I'll show you the strap. That's the other thing. I ended up getting, so the one that I was thinking about is the same thing, 24-24. This was on my wish list. My essay called me and he said, Nina, come on in. And he showed me originally the gold, which, as you guys know, gold in Hermes terms means that taupe color. And I already have a couple of bags in the taupe, not taupe, it's like a camel color, right? The famous camel color. There are 3 colors that are consistent at Hermes that are made in every bag. And it's the black, the gold, which is really the camel, and a taupe. Those are the 3 main colors that all Hermes bags come in, and then they have their seasonal colors. So look at the strap that this bag had. The gold, i.e. camel, did not come with this cute strap. It came with a different strap that was not as cute. This, I think, is actually kind of nice because it is a little more cash. I think the other one was just a regular strap. So here it is. I wanted to show you better. If you want to wear it over your shoulder, this is what you do. You can kind of wear it like this with the strap, or I don't know, like this. Pretty cool. I would probably say this is better. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm not really a strap girl. I usually like to hold the bag, and then I use the strap for like emergencies. You could always do this too, but actually this is probably better. I think I was wrong in the messenger style. I think this is just like, okay, short strap. Let me put it kind of like backpacky. Yeah, and then if you don't want to do backpacky strap and make it less casual, then you could just let it dangle, which is kind of nice. And there you have it. Here's the bag that you guys can see in the shadow and in the light. It really is a beautiful color. I think it works very well with jeans, and I probably will hold it, but if I didn't want to hold it, I could potentially, you know, messenger style, and then it would look like this. Let me have somebody film me so you guys can see this. By the way, my fit check, I am wearing a new top from, and I think I'm gonna buy this in every color because I honestly think it's so good. Okay, I'm wearing a 24A Goldie jeans. You guys have seen this, and the top is what I love, and I think I'm gonna get this in every single color. I will definitely link it. The quality is unsurpassed. This is a chocolate, and it isn't pill, it's a sweater, it's a light sweater. So let me read you the intel. In terms of the color, it is called ardoise, and then it says noir gris, which means black gray. Oh, that must be the strap. So the strap is noir gris, it is ardoise in the color, and it is a Togo Swift calfskin. And there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this little mega haul, I should say. This bank-breaking mega haul, small haul of a big items. And I have to say that, you know, of all of these purchases, the one that warms my heart the most is the Audemars, because I just love the way it looks. We've inserted, or going to insert, some videos as well of what it looks like, but there's something really special about the way that it just lights up. I can't explain it, that a Rolex doesn't, or a Cartier doesn't, or even, you know, a Bulgari doesn't. It's just, there's something very, very sporty and special. In fact, I would argue that this and the Audemars watch would be a nice combination. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I want to know what you think of this bag. Do you guys like it? And do you think it's better than a Kelly? I do. Look, it's like a modern Kelly. The Kelly is now getting so dated, and people keep going, you know, it's like we're getting brainwashed into thinking Kelly's the only bag, but I would argue the 2424 is much more interesting, because on top of it, it has this like leather plaque, like this hard leather sort of, I don't know, it's very interesting the way that it's designed. It's a modern Kelly for the modern woman. The strap is like very nice and thick, and it probably wears better and lasts longer. I don't know. The quality seems very, very nice. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the vlog. Weigh in below and let me know if you think I've made any mistakes. You know, I always want to hear what you guys have to think. I love you, and next week we are going, I don't know if it's going to be the next vlog or not, because it all depends on all this filming that's happened and all the things that have happened. But I am going next week to London. I'm going to Paris. I'm going for work, so I'm going to take you guys along. It's going to be so fun. There's going to be so much happening. And we'll be spilling the beans, and I'll let you know what happens in London. I love you guys, and I'll see you again here on the Nina Takish vlog next week. Ciao.